All right, this is Deanna Marie, and welcome back here to the Clue Seat. And today we're going to be talking about how you are walking into your restoration. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so Bible reference today is going to be 2 Kings 8, 1 through 6, and I'll end with 2 Kings 2, 9. Okay, so and let's start with 2 Kings 8. Okay, so Elisha is a prophet, and he's told this woman that there's going to be a famine in the land, and so she needs to leave for 7 years, and she can come back when it's over. But anybody that stays, is going to face like starvation and everything like that. And so he's worried about her household. He knows this is going to happen, so she leaves for 7 years. Okay. So she has to walk away from everything, her house, her source of finances, and she goes and stays in the enemy's land for a little bit of time. And after the 7 years, she's going to come back. Okay. This is the timing that God is. This is how good God is. Okay. So the 7 years ends, and she decides that she's going to come back. Okay. At the same exact moment that she's getting ready to walk back in and request of like the king of Israel, like, hey, can I have my land back? This is why I left. And she's going to basically lay her cards on the table and, plead for mercy, like, please, because she's going to be homeless when she comes back, her and her family. At that same exact moment, Elisha just happens to be telling the story of her and how he brought her son back to life, and he's talking about this woman specifically and her leaving and everything like that to the king right when she walks in. Now that's God's timing, and that's setting things up for a miracle, because when she walks in and she asks like, hey, can I get my land back? And she's talking to the king already knows the backstory. The king already knows everything. And so at the end of all of this, he says, yeah, not only are you going to be restored, but everything that you walked away, those 7 years of time that you spent away, I'm going to make the person that's been living on your land, he has to pay you that money that he's made off of that land, as well as you getting your house and stuff back. And so in that moment, God went above and beyond her expectations, because she was just hoping that, hey, can I just have a place to live? I don't even honestly think she was actually thinking she was going to get all of her land and everything back. She's probably just like, hey, I hope that, I can get something out of this. Maybe he'll have mercy on me, right? And some of you guys, you made these prayers and and everything like that. And I'm telling you right now, you are walking into your restoration. You're not only walking into restoration, you're walking into above and beyond, double for your trouble restoration. That's what you're getting ready to receive. And that's the second Bible verse, which was 2 Kings 2:9, which is when Elijah's getting ready to leave Elisha, and he's like, what can I do for you? And Elisha's like, I want a double portion of what you have. And some of you guys have prayed for, you've made these big prayers, and you think, oh, God's not listening because you can't see it happening, because there's been a famine in the land, because you had to leave for 7 years, because you've been out here in the wilderness, because it doesn't look like anything you thought it was going to look like. You're thinking, oh, God's not listening. What's going on? And I'm telling you right now, especially if you've made it to this part of me talking, you are getting ready to walk into a double restoration. That woman walked in there and received like above and beyond what she expected. She didn't have to do anything. She didn't have to go kick anybody out. She didn't have to fight for anything. No, all she did was walk in, and the king was like, give her it back. Go above and beyond. And that's what God's getting ready to do for you. And so I know it doesn't look like what you thought it was going to look like. I know that you might be a little bit nervous, like, I don't know what's going to happen, because there has been a famine. But I'm telling you right now, God is a good God, and he has heard your prayers, and he knows what you've been asking. And if you had the faith to say, just like Elisha, I want a double portion. I want to see the you move in my life in the land of the living. I want to see your goodness here. I'll see it in heaven too, but I want to see it here. I want to see some crazy miracle. I want to see something, and then I'm going to tell everybody what you did for me. If you said prayers like that, God's getting ready to do that. And if you haven't said prayers like that, what do you have to lose? Just ask. What's the worst he's going to say? No. Okay, then you're in the same position that you're in right now. So what does it matter? Pray big prayers. Ask for big things. God's not a little God. He's the God of miracles, okay? So anyways, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.